writing about these folks now for about 4 or 5 years, a year and a half on daily codes. I've been trying to get the word out about what these people do, the legislation that they enact, how they bundle it up, how they send it out to the legislators who enact it to make these police enforce it. It's a bad outfit. They've been involved in prison industries and prison privatization in Florida for the last 30 years. I've been tracking them, finding the money, finding out where it goes. And it all started with ALEC, their Prison Industries Act, their Privatization of Facilities Act, for Geo Group, CCA, and some of the other corporations that profit off of this. A lot of people don't know, but the inmates are being used all over the country, manufacturing products that you and I buy, that we buy off the shelves, that we buy in our supermarkets, that we buy in the way of appliances and small items like radios. They're used. Inmates are manufacturing products for our military, all of our military uniforms, their helmets, their boots, their packs, their canteens. They're making the wiring that go in the Patriot missile system and in the F-16s and the F-15s and the F-18s. And the aircraft that many of you came in here today on, if you flew in on a Boeing-made aircraft, you flew in on an aircraft that had prison-made wiring inside of it that got you to your destination. And they're paid between 23 cents and $1.35 an hour for that labor. It's done for the big corporations. They use the prison industries in all these states, and it's under a federal program called the Prison Industries Enhancement Certification Program. It's an insidious program. Their lobbyists were able to take oversight of the entire program away from the Department of Justice in 1995, and it's now run by their lobbyist group, the National Correctional Industries Association. So that's how it's spread, that's how it's expanding, and today they have 300 complete factories, coast to coast, employing over 100,000 inmates at 20 to 50 cents an hour, manufacturing tens of thousands of products. And they're happy with this. They're happy that you as consumers are buying their Coke products and their Walmart products while they're up there on the ALEC board voting to take your right to vote, to limit your ability to get a job and to work. And now there's 7 states that have enacted this collective bargaining legislation of ALEC's, and they're replacing the union and the regular workers with prison labor. They're now going out and doing the painting, the maintenance, the cleaning of public buildings and running utilities. They're taking over all of those and replacing your jobs because ALEC's legislation about the labor, the unions, and collective bargaining, as they put them in place, your jobs are going to inmates because they don't have to pay them any money. This has got to stop. This is what I'm doing. This has been my dedication for the last 10 years, is to bring them to a screeching halt on this. And in addition to that, we all need to understand that it's not just the prison labor and the prison industries, but that's their cash cow. They're making between $2 and $5 billion a year off of these inmates' labor. Now just think about that in the interest of jobs. They're making $2 to $5 billion a year paying these inmates less than $1 an hour in most instances. So this is what we have to stop. This is why ALEC is insidious and why I've called and said people need to come together and stop them. I appreciate everybody showing up, turning out, and I hope to see a lot of you again in Phoenix if they still exist in November.